Welcome to In the Loop, the show that uncovers the stories behind the music. I'm your host, Charlie, and today we're diving into the sound of Verdant Sky, a band that has brought together four souls from different corners of the world to create a sound that resonates beyond borders. This episode explores how a blend of dream pop and raw indie rock has not only shaped their music, but also connected them to listeners around the world. Get ready for a journey of heartache, hope, and harmony. This is Verdant Sky. Verdant Sky wasn't born in the way most bands are. There were no grandiose dreams of fame or fortune, no founding moment in a crowded room. Not this was different. Their story began quietly, in a time of isolation and uncertainty, where the world seemed divided but the need for connection remained universal. The four members of Verdant Sky, John from the US, Lucas from Australia, Ryan from the UK, and Zach from Canada, came together during the global pandemic. Each one living on a different continent, they met in a virtual space, searching for something they could only find in music. Their sound? A unique fusion of dream pop textures, atmospheric indie rock, and an energy that was part hope, part melancholy. But it wasn't about perfecting the formula, it was about creating something honest, something real. At first, Verdant Sky didn't know exactly what they were seeking, only that they needed more than the noise of everyday life. They craved connection, and they found it in music. Their songs weren't about going viral, they were about expressing what words couldn't. Through shared struggles, they discovered the power of sound to unite, to heal, to speak for those who couldn't. They weren't just playing for themselves, they were reaching out to the world. But they soon realized creating that bond would take more than they ever imagined. So, they did what musicians do best, they got to work. But it wasn't easy. The first few tracks were a mess of ideas that didn't quite fit together. They were raw, imperfect, but they were on a stand, that's what mattered. They uploaded their first song, Shine For You, to Spotify, half expecting no one to hear it. The world was still so divided, so uncertain. But what came next? A surprise. People heard it. Not just one or two, but thousands. The message they had put into their music found its way into the hearts of strangers. And for the first time in a long while, it felt like they weren't alone anymore. Their sound began to form its own identity. Every new message, every new fan, was like an affirmation that this wasn't just about them, it was about everyone who ever felt alone, but found solace in a melody. Shine For You became more than a song, it became a lifeline, both for them and for their fans. Like any journey, Verdant Sky faced obstacles. Scattered across the globe, the band struggled with distance, doubt, and creative tension. Their songs sometimes felt too soft, too introspective to stand out, and pressure from themselves and their growing fan base began to build. Personal lives pulled them in different directions. Jobs, exams, relationships. Communication slowed. Messages went unanswered. Calls were missed. Silence grew between them, not just in distance, but in spirit, and it became louder than any music they could make. But even in darkness, a spark remained. Verdant Sky's breakthrough wasn't loud, it was a quiet return to truth. Letting go of expectations, they began creating not to impress, but to feel. Their debut EP was simple, yet honest. Shine For You glowed with tenderness. Gravity pulsed with raw emotion. The world responded. Critics called it cinematic, but fans called it healing. In their vulnerability, they found more than success. They found connection, a community, a beginning. But success came with a price. The long nights and constant pressure led to burnout. Their personal lives began to unravel. Zach moved away. Another member nearly quit. The weight of the dream started to feel too heavy. Caught between passion and reality, they paused. For a time, the music stopped. Doubt set in. Was this the end? But the flame never truly went out. An old demo resurfaced, a quiet reminder of who they were. A fan's message. Your song got me through, rekindled something. Slowly, they reconnected, not to impress, but to express. The pressure faded, honesty returned, and as they played together again, the music felt more real than ever. This time, it wasn't just about songs, it was about meaning, about lasting connection. And so, Verdant Sky enters a new chapter. The sky after rain is lush and open, washed clean. The band is no longer trying to fit into a mold that someone else made. Their music no longer seeks to please anyone. It exists to speak to those who need it. Their songs bloom in the quiet spaces and the loud ones alike. It's a blend of softness and strength, of vulnerability and power. With their debut EP launching in 2025 and a world tour on the horizon, Verdant Sky is ready to take their music to new heights. Their journey isn't about fame or success. It's about staying true to the connection they've built with their fans and finding new ways to share their music with the world. The future is bright, and they're ready to fly. So Verdant Sky didn't set out to chase fame. They set out to chase a feeling, and in doing so, they found something even greater. They remind us that even in stillness, something beautiful can grow. That even the quietest voices deserve to be heard. Thanks for watching In the Loop. Be sure to subscribe for more stories of the artists who are changing the music world, one note at a time. I'm Charlie, and until next time, keep looking up. Listen closely, and remember, Verdant Sky is just getting started.
I would shine.